Played 4 years with the Buccaneers, and Bernard Reedy, a rookie wide receiver, is back there and will down it 8 yards in the end zone for a touchback, and for many years. So Jacquizz Rodgers is going to be the guy, but Winston is going to throw on the first play of the game, and it's tipped and deflected by Danny Trevathan. Second down and 10, and here is Rodgers with the first run, finds an opening and gets tripped up. Third down and 4, out of the shotgun is Jameis Winston. He's got time, and he lost this, and off the hands of Cameron Great. Great was there, and if the pass had been on the mark, he would have caught it, but a penalty flag is down at the 45.
Holding, defense, number 59. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
And it's Trevathan, the linebacker, who... So a first down at the 36. And here is Rodgers, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Mitch Unrein, and a loss of 1 on first down. And here, it'll be second down and 11, and here's Winston's throw, and it's caught by his favorite receiver, Mike Evans, 47 of the Bears. And here's Rodgers, and Rodgers dives ahead for 2 yards. Evans lining up to the right and looking right, but the pass is caught by Deshaun Jackson, and another first down. Deshaun Jackson in his 10th year, a newcomer. So the Bears now on the 35. Play fake to Rodgers, and they go underneath to Alan Cross. And then 5. And going deep this time, and it's caught by Deshaun Jackson. It was out of bounds. Mike Evans said they've always doubled me, this Chicago team. Maybe it'll be different now. And this pass is to Evans. Here's Sims. Looked like he tripped after the handoff, and he gets inside the 20. Second down, and Winston gets caught from behind. Third and long, third down and 13. And here is Winston going into the end zone, incomplete. And here is Nick Folk's kick, it's good. And after the score on the field goal, and not returning it, is Thompson. So Mike Glennon comes back home. 4 years as the quarterback to his backup to Winston. Tight formation. And the handoff is to Howard, and he is driven back. And it was Gerald McCoy. Who else? What a surprise there. Second down and 13. Empty backfield for the 6'6". Mike Glennon gets some pressure, but gets the pass off. And the catch is made by Kendall Wright. 2 outstanding receivers lost to the Bears. It is a third down and 5 for Glennon. Has time. And the pass is caught by Tariq Cohen.
Yes, never. They're going to play angry.
First down, and Cohen changes direction, goes up the middle. Second down and 8. Play action. Glennon's pass. It's going to be caught at midfield by Josh Bellamy. Glennon had no turnovers last week and nearly slips as he hands it off to Howard and Jordan Howard. Second down and 7 now from the Bucs 47, and this pass, another completion, and it's caught by Kendall Wright, his second catch. Here's Jordan Howard, and he's stopped by Levante David, one of the top linebackers in the league, never could get on track. Second down and 13. Trying to put pressure on Glennon, and another completion. Tariq Cohen out of the backfield picks up 5 yards. Glennon is 5 for 5, trying to go 6 for 6, and he does. Goes to the tight end, Zach Miller, like a wide receiver to this team. First down at the 22. Short drop, and another. Well, it's taken out of the hands. It's Quan Alexander. Quan Alexander took the ball out of the hands of the tight end.
Square shoulders, he feels that stick route by the tight end, little out route, he jumps underneath it, the tight end never even sees the ball. Quan Alexander.
Winston and the Bucs are about out there, first and 10 at the 38-yard line, and Jacquizz Rodgers for the Bucs. It'll be second down and 8. Winston surveying the field, and he completes the pass to Deshaun Jackson, and it looked like he had a first down, loses the ball, and they say the play was blown dead, and
his ability to catch in traffic is just about second to none. Shocked me.
Here we go.
3rd down and 1, and here is Sims, and he's knocked back, and it was Akeem Hicks. Tariq Cohen goes back, and a short kick, and he might have shanked this one, but it takes a Tampa Bay roll and stays in the field of play, and it is picked up by Tariq Cohen, who fumbles it, recovered by the Bucs.
Standard term right here, get away, get away, get away. There's just no excuse for making that play. A young kid that wants to do something special for his football team ends up costing his football team, and now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers scoring position in the red zone.
Held him a field goal on the first series, stopped him on 3rd and 1, and here is Winston's pass to the end zone to Mike Evans, touchdown.
Before the pass is thrown, holding, defense, number 21. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
So the holding penalty against Quentin Demps is declined. There's the left foot, and the right foot was definitely out of bounds. But it is cleared. It is a touchdown, and Nick Folk is on for the extra point. Cohen mishandled the kickoff.
Jameis Winston's going to see the fade, throws it to the back shoulder, and then look at the feet right here. Ball in the hands, feet on the ground. That's a touchdown. Beautiful execution by Jameis, and Mike Evans playing catch.
Personal foul, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 19 of the receiving team hit on a player away from the play. Half the distance to the goal. Chicago's ball, first down.
Tariq Cohen.
Hurry!
Deep setback, and on the pitch to Cohen. And a good run by Cohen as he gets it out to the 23. 2nd and 1 on the first play of the second quarter. And a first down. Jordan Howard carrying off left tackle and picks up 2 yards. You don't want him to go into a corner, put his tail between his legs, and here is Jordan Howard off the right side. Howard, who carried only 13 times, low for him. Well, Shannon, having been handling the scout team for so many years, and nearly a pickoff again by Quan Alexander on that pass intended for Howard.
Holding, offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
So Bobby Massey, the right tackle, holding on the play. Cohen checked in, lining up as a receiver to the right in the slot on 2nd and 16, but looking left and completing the pass to Kendall Wright, his 3rd reception of the game. And Howard both lining up in the backfield here. Glennon, and the pass is caught by Tariq Cohen. 44. Fake to Jordan Howard, and Glennon recovers, but the pass is dropped by Howard coming out of the backfield.
It wasn't very accurate to Howard there.
2nd down and 10, and the pitch going to Cohen, and Cohen on the left side, and here comes the blitz coming in, and Glennon's going to lose the ball, and the Buccaneers are going to have it. It popped out of Glennon's hand. Forcing it was Noah Spence, and the Bucs will get the ball. That was an easy recovery, and it was Levante David who said, "Look what I've got here." It's the 3rd turnover of this first half by the Chicago Bears. They're digging themselves a big hole for the Bucs on the Bears 35. And there is Winston, and this pass incomplete, trying to go to Deshaun Jackson.
Happen like bananas, they come in bunches.
2nd down and 10, and here is Rodgers.
Christian Jones comes in as the replacement right there.
And going deep to Deshaun Jackson, and a flag is down, covered by the other Jackson, Eddie, the rookie from Alabama. And Quentin Demps as well, but let's see what the penalty
Before
is.
the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 59. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
2nd penalty called on Danny Trevathan.
but, you know, that's the way they're going to call this thing.
First down on the 26. Here's Rodgers trying to go outside. This is his best run of this half. Be second down and 1. Here comes the blitz, and here is Rodgers in the backfield and close to the first down, but he stopped, as you can see by the official, a yard shy. And here is Rodgers. He gets the first down and fires his way inside the 10. The Bears trying to jar the ball loose, but a 7-yard pickup.
You always want to look. You want to look at these tight ends. They're going to take you to the ball right here. There it is.
Rodgers for a couple of yards. In motion is Mike Evans. Play fake. Winston going up the middle and off the hands. Well, he looks like he's 6'11". He's really 6'5", but we get the idea. Here is Winston trying to run, and Winston flag is down, and Jameis Winston, who's strong enough to carry some defenders, gets to about the 3, but another penalty marker down.
Holding.
Been hit 4
Defense
times.
number 97. After distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's first and goal at the 1 for Tampa Bay. And here is Rodgers, gets hit and spins his way in for the touchdown. And here is Nick Folk, and his extra point is good. And Thompson on the return. And 17 that the Bucs have. Meanwhile, Bears first down at the 26. Jordan Howard for a yard or 2. No break at all in this game for the Bears. Pitch to Tariq Cohen. He has blockers in front of him, but a great defensive play made by T.J. Ward. We'll talk about him, the former Bronco. Gets pressure, and the pass is caught by Josh Bellamy, 11 for 95 yards. And here is Howard cutting off the left side. He hasn't been able to get untracked, picks up 2 yards, and the offensive line has to make a lot of changes like this. Second down and 8. And here is Tariq Cohen, and he's pushed out of bounds by Brent Grimes. They clicked on a third down play the last time. Glennon hit Bellamy, and here's Glennon. And it's intercepted by Robert McLean, the nickelback. And he gets in for the score. Robert McLean, who played for the Atlanta Falcons when Dirk Cutter was the head coach, or I should say the offensive coordinator, and Mike Smith was the... And now Nick Folk looking to add the 24th point. And this kick is no good. With 4:09 remaining in the first half, Deontay Thompson to return the kick. And it will sail out of the end zone at 2-for-5. First down, and here is Tariq Cohen, and he gets by a defender, Lavonte David, but Bears traded up to get. And Glennon may be keeping the seat warm for him as he swings it out to Cohen, and David is there to make the catch again that they like. Lennon's pass, and it is caught at around the 40-yard line by Deontay Thompson.
A great situation to put your quarterback in.
I agree with you 100%. First and 10 at the 39, and here's Howard for a couple of yards. It's so easy, as you say, especially when you're a rookie. Jordan Howard has carried 8 times for 9 yards. That's not what the Bears envisioned for this game. And Glennon steps up, and the pass is caught. Deion Sims is into the game. Third down and 1, and Jordan Howard is stopped. Pat O'Donnell punting it, and Bernard Reedy is back, and it will go in and out of the end zone for a touchback. And Winston with time. The pass is caught by Deshaun Jackson.
With 58 seconds left.
Third catch, Jackson for 39 yards. Good protection again, and this is an incomplete pass. Practically even, but those 4 turnovers have been the story. And here is Jameis Winston.
He wants to be physical. He wants to exploit the middle of the football field.
On third down and 10, they've tried to put pressure on Winston. Running up and on the run, he completes the pass. It'll be a first down.
In trouble moving to left, he moves right along with him.
Still one timeout left, under a half a minute to go and a half. And wrestling for the ball.
The boys, only 23 seconds left.
Second down and 10. Going underneath, and the pass is caught by Charles Sims.
Monday.
Don't forget, we're only going to be at halftime here, and here's Winston, and he completes the pass to Mike Evans, and Evans goes out of bounds. They got what they wanted. 7 seconds to go, and the field goal team is going to come on. Nick Folk. 7 seconds remain. 2 flags are down. And this kick is good, but we'll wait to see what the penalty is.
So shift by the offense. All 11 players were not set for a second before the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
50-yard try. His career long is 56 against the Denver Broncos. So here is the 50-yard field goal attempt. It is accurate, and it is long enough, and it is good.
You get a turnover. Let's go for the throat and go after the Bears, and they scored 2 touchdowns.
From the 25-yard line, Tariq Cohen gets the pitch on first down, turns the corner and picks up pretty good yardage. So
it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Second down and 3, play action, and here is Glennon's pass, and it's incomplete, intended for tight end Zach Miller, as he's actually had more time of possession than Tampa Bay. Surprising. Howard, the running back, is split wide to the right and going up the middle and incomplete. Kicking to Bernard Reedy, only the second punt for Chicago. Gets knocked down, no flag, but a good kick by O'Donnell sends Reedy inside his 5-yard line. Has some room here, and Reedy running into the crowd. Different story for Tampa Bay. They begin from the 22-yard line. Here's Jacquizz Rodgers cutting upfield and getting 2 yards. Trying to get to Winston. He gets good protection. And the pass is caught by Evans. First down, and Rodgers trying to test the outside, and he gets pretty good yardage. Second down and 2. Rodgers is stopped, and a good tackle there made by Eddie Jackson. And Winston completes it to Evans, and another first down. They
Side of the field comes back and throws the slant.
Evans has caught 6 passes for 81 yards, has a touchdown as well. In trouble is Winston, gets hit from behind, trying to get to Jackson in the end zone. Incomplete, got turnaround there.
Down the middle of the field, he almost completes that for a touchdown.
Second down and 10, and here is Rodgers. And guess who was chasing him on that play? Leonard Floyd. He gets 5 yards. Winston completes the pass to Adam Humphries at a first down. First catch of the day. Rodgers is back in the game and gets the ball on the handoff, going outside, and good run. Rodgers has gotten better, no question about it, as the game has gone on. Good guys get so big when people talk about offensive linemen.
Yes.
Here is Rodgers, and he gets tripped up and winds up with 2 yards on the play. Quintin. Second down and 8. Sims out of the backfield, tries to juke his way and loses the ball. It's picked up by the Bears, and it's Leonard Floyd after Sims had fumbled. And they do, and that's not an understatement at all, Mark. Here is Glennon on first down after the turnover, and falling down was Kendall Wright, and a flag is thrown.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's the left tackle, Charles Leno, with the Lennon with the short drop and completes the pass. About him almost every day. Second down and 8, and here's Tariq Cohen on the handoff. He's hemmed in, and down he goes finally. The defense has been the highlight for Tampa Bay. Third down and 11 for Glennon. Goes underneath to Cohen. Tariq Cohen puts a move on and is finally tackled at the 41-yard line. He'll be 4 yards shy of the first down. 63-yard punt the last time for O'Donnell. And the fair catch and another great kick not in the backfield today. And Barber getting the handoff as a flag goes down, picking up about a yard.
Let's side. Defense.
Another penalty against the Bears.
5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Defensive leaders for Tampa Bay. Rodgers doing a good job today. And Evans, to no surprise, the receiving leader. And here is Peyton Barber.
And with Mike Evans in motion.
Fuller tracking him. But they hand off to Peyton Barber, and he'll get the first down. First down from the 20, and the pitch to Barber. And good second effort gets him a yard on the play, as we said. Pretty damage, and that lingers and will linger for a while. Jameis Winston's pass, and it's caught by the rookie tight end, O.J. Howard. His first catch of his NFL career.
At speed for days.
17-yard pickup, play action for Winston. And his pass is caught near midfield by Mike Evans. Yard pickup to the 49-yard line. And here is Peyton Barber. And Barber gets into Chicago territory.
Physicality to boot. Love what they're doing.
Second down and 8. Winston with a lot of time going to Sims, the running back. And tell you what, Charles Sims had beaten the secondary.
Why he ended up missing that ball.
Third down and 8. Winston's pass. And it's caught to the 35-yard line by Cameron Brate.
Can make a beautiful throw to Brate. Just right off the next throw.
A lot of targets for Winston. And here's Peyton Barber. And Barber trying to get around.
Coming out of halftime. And look at them right now throwing some no-huddle, fake throw outside. Look at Barber. Just
11th play of the drive. This is the best they've looked offensively all day. And Barber stopped shy of the first down. And 2 fumbles, counting for 20 points. First play of the fourth quarter, third down and 1. Jacquizz Rodgers in the game, and he'll have a first down. Ball at the 10. Rodgers fights his way to the 4. Oh, on the 4. And here's Rodgers. And Rodgers gets to the 2-yard line, but a penalty marker down. And boy, I tell you, another player is down. Holding is called against Tampa Bay, but they spread out the offense. Charles Sims is playing as a receiver, and the pass is to Humphrey. Actually, in the heat and humidity, costing day for the Bears defense. Pass into the end zone and off the hands. The kick is good, so it's now 29-0. Quan Alexander's interception. And able to run this one out is Thompson. Finds an opening, Thompson. And a good tackle as a flag goes down. 2 of them, in fact, from behind. A good one in open field.
Holding, return team, number 85. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Chicago's ball, first down.
Bears were in position to maybe tie the game or take the lead. Glennon inside his 5. Completes the pass close to the first down. Deontay Thompson. And the Bears had visualized it coming in. Glennon, quick drop and completes it to tight end Zach Miller. Go down the offensive line is hurting for the Bears. And a good catch is made there by Tanner Gentry, who's come up from the practice squad this week.
Clock time right now.
The Bears defense is grateful for that. They need the rest. And the pass is caught by Josh Bellamy, about a yard shy of the first down.
Kind of effort we want to see for the Chicago coaching staff.
Oh! Second down and 2. Dropping it is Bellamy. Spread them out. And here is Glennon's quick pass, and it's to Tariq Cohen, and it'll be a first down.
The most accurate guys when not pressured from the pocket, spins the ball exceptionally well.
From the 45, and this time Bellamy holds on to it, and a flag goes down, late penalty marker.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 23. Penalty is half the distance from the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Bears looking to get on the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter, and the pass thrown underneath to Cohen, who incomplete, did not have possession of it. This is a very tough day as well. They call my partner Mark Schlereth to go out there in the waning minutes if he has it in him, and dropping that pass. Glennon. And another drop. Well, it's happening now, and Wright with 2 straight drops. Crowd with the big lead. They want to stop here, keep him out of the end zone, and Glennon's pass, and it's incomplete. And that was the tight end, Zach Miller, who was defended well.
Talking to Mike Smith about Beckwith, he told me the defensive coordinator was like, listen, we've got all kinds of speed. Levante Davis.
Down in Florida in the opening game of his first NFL contest. 2nd down and 9. For Jameis Winston, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Howard, the tight end.
Chewed out by my coach. I want to be hard coached.
3rd down and 9, and Winston looking for a receiver, and he finally ran out of time. And 3 Bears, same as what the San Antonio Spurs did with Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Greg Popovich was able to criticize him. He took it, and that made the team a lot better. Tariq Cohen spins away from 2 defenders, and Cohen down the sideline. That's a pretty nifty punt return there by Tariq Cohen as he gets to the midfield area. For the year, the home opener. Bears have the ball at the 46-yard line, and Glennon's pass, and it's brought down complete by Deontay Thompson. As we move along, we'll tell you about the upcoming schedule. It doesn't get any easier for the Chicago Bears, and this time it's Zach Miller. 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, 20 of the 29 points as a result of those turnovers. And here's another completion, and this will be a first down to Tanner Gentry. But he's in there now. 1st and 10 at the 14, and Glennon's pass incomplete.
And very quickly puts him behind the 8 ball.
2nd down and 10. Glennon flush from the pocket. And another drop. We have had too many of these. Howard happened last week. He was on the 1 and he started to run before he caught it. Bears might have pulled it out, and this time holding onto it is Tariq Cohen, and he remains in bounds and fights for those extra yards. As you, Glennon's pass tipped away, and a good play made by Chris Conti. A Harvard grad, I might add. And the hands off to Peyton Barber for a couple of yards. 2nd down and 7. Barber straight ahead. Not much there.
He could double the kids' birthdays, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
3rd down and 5 for Fitzpatrick. And pass is overthrown. Well, and a not automatic. Brian Anger kicking from the goal line. Tariq Cohen. Fair catch at the 38.
That's what we say about the Broncos versus the Cowboys.
Can't do better than that. 1st down at the 38. And Glennon completes the pass to tight end Zach Miller.
Lead that you actually care about yourself.
And here is Glennon's attempt. And a fine catch is made by Kendall Wright.
The kind of leadership he displays on a day-to-day basis.
1st down at the 33 after the 18-yard gain. And again, Zach Miller with the reception.
Mike Glennon teaching.
Glennon's pass again to Miller.
And he said Mike Glennon is one of those guys who knows where every receiver on the football field is.
For the Bears on the Tampa Bay 24.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Number 98. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
So it'll be a first down. Bears are going to lose their 9th straight road game. Glennon going to the end zone, tipped and nearly intercepted. Deontay Thompson was the intended receiver. Contribution earlier in the game when it was a lot closer than it is right now. 2nd down and 10. And this pass is moved. A completion to Kendall Wright in starts in the last several years. And here is Glennon's pass into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Deontay Thompson. So to the dismay of those that wanted a shutout, they're not going to get one, and the Bears get a touchdown. 14-yard pass.
And can flat spin it if he's got that protection. You see it. He's able to step up in that pocket. They run a combination route, flat and a corner.
Barth. And this kick is good. 29-7. The Buccaneers lead.
Entity, one body, and it's what I love about the game within the game.
And the Bucs will take it out on the 25. Ryan Fitzpatrick in relief of Jameis Winston. Peyton Barber. And that'll be a tough game to miss. And with under a minute to go, Dirk Cutter's team taking advantage of mistakes by the Bears. 4 turnovers, counting for 20 of the 29 points. And that is the story. Tampa Bay Buccaneers go 1-0. They had to wait a while to play their first game of the season. And the Chicago Bears drop to 0-2.